out at the heavens, but there's no one. The courtyard is empty. No one but Juliet bearing witness. I, the scribe to my sister Bijou's first word. Awakening, I realize that this is not a dream. This is a blessed memory, returned, an idyllic moment when the full moon was not a dreadful omen. The time had now come to make of the moon our true talisman. Settled and unequivocal, the gallery's name was to be the full moon. And that's the end of my little thing. And are there any questions about what I said about my book? Thank you. Yes.
What about Vincent van Gogh? Do you have anything in there about why he killed himself, why he chopped off his ear?
Well, most of this second book focuses on Sabrine and Julie's relationship with not only Vincent van Gogh, but Vincent van Gogh's brother. And there were a lot of parallels that I put in the book between Sabrine and Vincent van Gogh, both being emotionally disturbed and having some hidden trauma. So there are a lot of reasons why Vincent van Gogh was troubled, and you have to read this book to find out all the reasons. But I can say that Vincent had speaking of relationships, Vincent had a very special relationship with his brother, Theo. When Vincent decided to be an artist at the age of 30, Theo said, "I'll support you." So for the remaining 7 years of his life, he got a monthly allowance from Theo van Gogh, who worked as an art gallery dealer. And then when Theo all of a sudden found a love interest and announced his engagement to someone he met in the Netherlands, Joanna, interestingly, a few days later, Vincent van Gogh cut off his ear. And it prevented Theo from taking the train to the Netherlands, and so he came to Arles, where Vincent was living, and spent Christmas with Vincent van Gogh. So I think that kind of gives you an idea of perhaps some of the trauma, the anxiety that Vincent had at the time, which is all here in the book. Lots of it. I got one more question if anybody wants to ask. Yes?
Do you think the movie Love of Life was accurate?
You mean Lust for Life?
Love, whatever that, yeah, Lust.
Well, it's been a long time since I've seen that movie, but I'm sure it's very melodramatic. I really think Anthony Quinn was perfect for the role of Paul Gauguin. Prior to severing his ear, they were living together in Arles in what he called the Yellow House. I think it's not one of my favorites. There's been a lot of movies about Vincent van Gogh. I would say my favorite is called Vincent and Theo. So if anybody can see that, I think it really explores the relationship between the brothers, which was so important. Okay, well, they're the only questions I'm allowed, so thank you.